Hey, hey, hey. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? It's been a while since I filmed a video, and I feel like I say that in every single video, and if you don't hear it, then that's because I cut it out of every single video. But if you couldn't tell already by the title, today we are going to be doing, actually not even today, all week, I'm going to be taking you out through this entire week and showing you everything that I do for my workouts. And I love these type of videos because one, I either take inspo from other people's routines and I'm like, write that down, write that down, or I'm like, damn, I'm not training hard enough, and it really just like motivates me and pushes me to go even harder in the gym. Oh, we're also hitting legs today, so I'm super excited. It is a Sunday. Usually my workout split starts on a Monday, and I start the week off with legs. My weekly split is a little bit different right now, and I start my workouts on a Sunday. It just works better for me at the moment. I'm gonna shut up now and let's go to the gym. Warming up before you lift is so important so that way you don't injure yourself, and so that way your body is able to move in the way that it is supposed to and isn't uncomfortable. Even on your off days, it's super important to stretch and move your body so that way your muscles can recover. So starting off, we are going straight into doing some sumo squats because these are a compound movement. Always starting off with the compound movement because these are what is going to take out the most energy. This is what is going to target multiple muscles. And then after doing some sumo squats, we are going into doing some heavy hip thrusts. And to be honest, I did not eat as much as I should have before this, so it was trying to take your girl out, I'm not gonna lie. But if you are interested in seeing what I eat in a day, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Then I go into doing some quad extensions, and like I said, I barely ate, so typically what I would do is go into doing some hamstring curls right after this. But instead I decided to go do some kickbacks, and even then I typically do the hip abduction machine, but your girl was hungry, okay? So this is just me being 100% transparent. But the body was tea, okay? The body was giving. Glutes were giving. So I love starting my upper body workout routines by doing some chest press on the barbell. These make me feel so strong. It has really helped sculpt my arms in the way that I wanted them to be sculpted, and has helped get rid of that little armpit fat that you get when you wear like a bra or a tank top or anything like that. And I know that hitting chest can be kind of scary because there's a common misconception that it's gonna make, the girls shrink or whatever. But I personally have found that that has not happened. They're still there. They're still doing what they need to do. Honestly, don't be afraid to get out of your comfort zone. For example, I'm doing chest supported dumbbell rows, and these are not my favorite by any means. I struggle with them. I prefer to use the cable machine or a barbell. But like I said, sometimes it's nice to get out of your comfort zone. So here we are doing some chest supported dumbbell rows. Then I move on to doing some face pulls. Make sure that you bring that rope to your ears, and this really helps target the back of your shoulders and also just like that upper back area. Then we're gonna move on to doing some lat pull downs. Make sure you roll your shoulders back and keep them in that position the entire set, and also try to create a W shape with your arms. Lat pull downs are literally a gift from the gym gods. They are going to make your waist look so snatched by building your back to the point where people are going to be like, oh my god, did she get her ribs removed? Because your waist is going to be so snatched. Then I move on to doing some cable curls, and this just varies depending on my mood because sometimes I just like doing regular dumbbell curls, but they both get the job done. So like I said, it just depends on my mood. Then I move on to doing some cable pull downs. A really big tip that I found when it comes down to this is making sure that your knuckles face the ground at that bottom positioning. And this is just going to make sure that the back of our arms are nice and sculpted and lean. And listen, if you do not like walking on a treadmill or you have short legs, do this cardio routine, okay? It takes 30 minutes and you work up such a good sweat, and the endorphins afterwards go crazy. So workout is done. I just want to do a quick little like OOTD. The shirt is from Honor Active. So are the leggings. I love these leggings because they're just simple, but then they also have kind of like a very What is that lint on my butt? They have like a really subtle scrunch in the booty, which I like because I feel like it's not just like wham bam all in your face type of thing. Shoes are New Balance. These are literally like my favorite sneakers at the moment. Also socks, Honor Active, because that's just my favorite active wear. Also, sports bra is from Cellar. I got it on Amazon. I'm gonna link everything down below just in case you're interested. And I also have all the outfits that I wore for the week listed down below as well. Day 3 for me focuses on glute isolation workouts, so that way I can make sure that I don't have any imbalances when it comes down to my glutes and just my overall leg and its development. Daily for all the evidence of everything I ever did. Do they have a pool there? Do they have a gym there? You used to do So I like starting off by doing some beast dance glute bridges, and I always have to mentally tap in when doing these because they are a challenge, okay? You don't even need to go super heavy with these, and you will see how your legs really work as just an individual as opposed to working as a team, and it humbles you. Let me just say that much. Then I move on to doing some RDLs, but before doing that, I practice my form because I struggle with doing RDLs, to be completely honest. So I like to get a foam roller and really just focus and perfecting my form before I add on any of the weights, because this just helps with preventing injuries, which allows me to get the full on benefits of my routine. Because honestly, if your form is not up to par, then you are really not getting the full on benefits from the exercises and you're just holding yourself back. So focus on your form before you decide to go heavy with any of the weights. Then I move on to doing some Bulgarian split squats, and these are literally like that toxic relationship you cannot just get away from. These will get you right, but they are freaking hell to go through. And then I finish off by doing some glute focused hyperextensions. So I curl my back a little bit so that way I can really isolate the glutes. And I start off by doing 10 weighted hyperextensions, and then I drop the weight and do 10 more hyperextensions with just my body weight. So I could let him know the Kobe's are real. $50. No sucker deluxe. Real. She saw my face, you know I wasn't a sucker. She pulled me to the back. But after I do a glute workout, I like to either do some cardio or hit abs, just because the routine is a lot shorter as opposed to like a really heavy leg day. So I'm gonna do some abs right now. I'm a little out of breath. I've been moving around a lot. Definitely need to get in some cardio. I've been slacking a little bit. I was dealing with like sciatica, which is just pretty much like some nerve pain and discomfort along my leg. It was on my left leg. So I took a little break off from doing some cardio just so that way I can help heal my leg and, you know, take it easy, recover and all of that stuff. And I'll be good, okay? We're back in action. So I'm definitely making sure that I hit some cardio this week because I'm trying to also slim down just a little bit. Just a little bit. And also not even just for like the aesthetic, but I'm trying to make sure my heart, my lungs and all of that is healthy and strong, because let's not forget that even though yes, we want to look good, right, but it's also about feeling good too. I am not trying to be in my 50s, my 60s, 40s, like, and aching and groaning whenever I had to pick something up from the floor. I don't want to be uncomfortable, then be like, oh no, my knees. Like, I do not want any of that. So it's really important to just remember and keep in mind that it's not just about the aesthetic, it's about longevity and just being the healthiest and best version of yourself. So with that being said though, let's go into doing some core workouts. Wednesdays are for my really heavy lower body days because this is just what works best for me. I find that I am pretty lower body dominant, so one super heavy leg day for me is really what I need in order to see the type of results that I'm looking for. So I'm starting out by doing some sumo squats, and this really just helps target the glutes and inner thighs and overall just the lower body development. Then I move on to doing some heavy hip thrusts. And one thing that really sucked about this day is that I wore really sucky shoes. When you lift heavy on your lower body days, it's best to wear shoes that are really flat, or just take your shoes off in general, which is what I ended up doing when it came down to doing lunges. Because when you lift heavy, you really want to make sure that your feet are planted on the ground. And it's hard to do that when you have shoes with a lot of cushion. Then I move on to doing some step ups. So as you can see, I'm leaning forward and really making sure that I am hinging at the hip, so that way I'm engaging my glutes as opposed to my quads. And this is literally a staple when it comes down to my glute isolation days, because step ups target the entire glute muscle. Then for cable kickbacks, I always make sure I stand on something just to give myself a little bit of extra height, so that way that working leg is not scraping against the floor or anything like that. And when you bring the attachment down, make sure it is aligned with your knee. I used to bring the attachment all the way down to the bottom, and it did not allow me to really engage in my glutes. So make sure that the lever is at a knee level. And also, can we just take a moment to like acknowledge my quads? They looked so good. And when doing kickbacks, you want to make sure that you are hinging forward. Make sure that your back is straight, otherwise this is going to hurt really bad on your lower back. So keep a really neutral back, and of course squeeze the glutes. And for the last day of my weekly split, I finish off with upper body again, and I start off by doing some more chest press. Like I said, I love incorporating these, and this day was a little heavy, not gonna lie. I once again did not eat that much. I know, gotta do better. So it was feeling a little heavier than it did earlier in the week, but that's okay. We still pushed through. Then I move on to doing some straight arm pull downs. This is the same as a wide grip pull down. I like to keep the same exercises in my routine because that is what's going to allow you to see your results. But if anything, I just do different variations. So as opposed to doing like a dumbbell row, I'll do chest supported dumbbell rows or a barbell row. Same thing, different variations. Then I do overhead tricep extensions, and these are still new to me, so like my form is not 100%. And then I do some incline bench curls. The incline is a tiny detail that makes the biggest difference because my bicep burns every single time I do this. And then I do some alternating bicep curls, and that is pretty much it for my weekly split. So I forgot to film an outro for this video, so just gonna pop in real quick and say thank you so much for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.